Breaking news. Mark Morris, the engineer, had to learn how to sell to stay out of jail. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Every day I get up in the morning, before I get up, I write down my goals. This is the page I write down my goals on. I'm writing my goals right now. Then after I write the goals, I work up my schedule for the day, the numbers I have to make. Make sure you subscribe. Then I go onto my Apple computer here, check my bank account, figure out how much money I have, so let me know what the plan is. So subscribe. Mark Morris, GeorgePeterBrook.com. Engineer who learned how to sell. I was in debt over 140K back in 2008, not counting paying $5,000 to $7,000 for lawyer bills. Now it's 2024, just before the financial crisis, the highest inflation period in this country's history. I'm down to it's $6,481. So subscribe. If you don't know what I did to get that debt paid off, subscribe. Right now, I want you guys to take a look at the news today. What's going on? The stock market's dropping. Microsoft is laying off. Google is laying off. And there's not even any AI products. Like, how can you lay off a product for people that you're going to do efficiency on, and you have no efficiency project that's going to help the actual business? All they're doing is taking all the money from the stock market. All their stock keeps going up. So they're not really selling anything. They're maybe getting a few sales for new products, but it's mostly their stock prices. It's like, well, what is that? So subscribe. That's why I tell you, you got to take care of your finances. You got to make sure you have a little extra money in the bank. I got an extra $50 I keep in my account. I have a credit union I keep in my account. And then I had a farmers and merchant bank. They won't even let me use the ATM card. I had to call them up 5 and 10 times a month. Why do you keep shutting down my card? They're like, oh, because of security, Mr. Morris. You know what it is? These banks don't want to lose money. They don't want to have a bank crisis. They don't want to give you nothing for these banks. So that these do so-called security programs. I'll talk about that later. But today's was, I want you guys to get up, check how much money you have in the bank, write down your goals for the day, write down your schedules for the day, and just pay attention to what's going on in the world, man. Where can you fit in? 3 important skills you need to be successful right now, I believe, is marketing, negotiation, and sales. That's the only thing I can see right now. And like a lot of these businesses, they don't even trying to stay in business. It's like selling their stock, especially if they're tax boards, getting rid of people, selling their stock and making money, then the business eventually go out of business. A Ponzi scheme. So I thought I would just give you a quick breaking news emergency thing. Looks like the economy is slowing down, so you got to pay attention to your money now, which means, hey, you may not be able to go out as much. Don't come back on a drinking, man, because at these high interest rates, you don't want to numb off debt as well. That's why I say, let me help you. Subscribe. Learn what I did to get out of debt. Here's one tip here's one tip I'll give you right now. Find how much your interest rate is on your credit cards. Find how much your interest rate is on your payday loans. Find out how much interest you're paid per year on lines of credit. I've just given you $1 billion worth of advice to help you save interest. Keep you out of interest for 1 year less. Find out how much your interest rate is, and then I'll tell you what else is later.